going to just create a folder here, and I'll call it a test folder, and I'll navigate to the test folder, and in here I'll create a file, and I'm going to call that file. I'm going to call that file hello.cpp. Once you do this, you can just open this on Visual Studio Code. So Visual Studio Code, already here we have hello.cpp, and we're going to be writing our program in here. And we're going to write just a simple program that is going to print to us hello world. Now, to write our program, the first thing that we need to do is just set up our preprocessor directive. And how we do that, just say hash include, and we're going to include here IO stream. And so what this is going to do is the IO stream in itself. Also, just allow me to disable this. Okay, so the first thing that we do is rather what the IO stream does. This is a preprocessor directive, and this tells the compiler to include the standard input output stream library, so before actual compilation begins. So input output, this is just used, rather it includes it includes definitions of objects like cin for input of the standard input on a keyboard, and then you have cout for the standard output on our device. And after doing that, the next thing that we do is namespace declaration. And for namespace declaration, I would just say is come here and say using namespace std, and we end this with a semicolon at the end. So what this line does is it tells the compiler to use the standard namespace. Yeah, and this standard namespace is the one that includes all the standard C++ library features. And so by declaring this, you can directly use the cout instead of having to write. So when you want to print out something, we would what would normally do if we haven't included std like this, you'll have to go and still manually do every time you're going to do like std out like that for you to output something. But now that we have it there, the next thing that we'll do from here is we can just use the cout directly instead of using the std two semicolons cout. After doing this, what we're going to do next is now create a main function, and this main function is the one that is going to print out hello world. And for that, we'll just use start with int main, and this is what this int main does. So the int main, this is the main function where the execution of the program is going to begin. And by using int, what we're indicating is that this function is going to return an integer value. Yeah. So we write int like that, and we're going to have a set of curly braces there. Now we'll use cout. This is what I was mentioning, why the meant to included the namespace std. Now we can just use cout instead of having to write std cout. And we just use cout. And now we're going to give it the text that we want it to output, which is hello world. The text here is hello world, and we're going to end line here. This is what this line that we've written here does. This is the one that is going to perform an output operation, hence the cout. So see, it's going to send this hello world string that we've written here to the standard output, again, which is usually the console. And this operator, the angle brackets that we have that are pointing here to the left, this operator is the one that is used to pass the data to cout that you see here. And of course, hello world is a literal string, and this is the one that is going to be outputted to the console. Now, what you have here as the end L, this is a manipulator, and it's used to just insert. It's used to insert a new line character into the output stream, and also flash the output buffer. Basically, it ensures that all the output that we have is written to the console immediately. The next thing that we do from here is we're going to return 0. So we're going to return 0. And this return 0, it signifies the end of this main function that we've written. and it's going to return 0 when you call our program. In this 0 typically indicates the program has ended successfully. Now, we're going to run our program in a few, but how this execution flow is going to go like is the program is going to start executing the main function. Then it's going to output hello world. It's going to output hello world by a new line to the console, and then it's going to return 0, indicating successful execution, and the program is going to terminate afterwards. Now, this is the next major step here. I'm going to save that file first, and I'll just pull up the terminal. Now, the next step that we're going to do here is going to just compile and run our program. And the command that we're going to use for that is G++, then followed by the name of our file, which is hello.cpp. And we're going to do again -o, and we're going to say hello, like that. So this is going to compile and run our program. First of all, this is going to compile our program. And after compiling, you'll notice that it has created a hello file here. Now, to run the compiled program, all you need to do is just say /hello. And as you can see here now, it has outputted this value that we have, which is hello world. Yeah. Okay, I was trying to just zoom a bit, but so this is what we have, hello world, as the output for our program. And with this, we have everything set up, and you can see again, hello world has been printed out here. And from here now, we can start learning a number of things into as far as C++ is concerned, and try and build a few some really cool tools as we progress. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.